I'm Claire and I'm here at Frank Nutt's Sewing Machines and I'm looking at the new Bernina 475 Quilters Edition. Here it is. What do you think? It's rather lovely, isn't it? Got a really nice white frontage, dials to fiddle about with, turn the stitch length and width, alter them that way. So let's have a go with free machining. So I'm going to take this normal foot off because what I want to put on is a free motion embroidery foot. Now this foot doesn't come with this machine and if you already have one on certain models it will fit this machine. So I've got the foot 24 open-toed free machine embroidery foot and I'm going to just pop that on. Usual lovely Bernina foot changing system, you just literally put it on there and it just attaches really easily. Want to get rid of these teeth, and to lower the teeth on this machine it's a case of pressing the button on the side. So there we go. And I need to wind a bobbin, and the other good thing about this machine is it comes with these big bobbins, so it holds an awful lot of thread. So let's get one of those wound. So what you'll see on the bobbin is that it has little silver markings on one side and not the other, and when you put the bobbin on you actually place it down on here, silver side down. So I'm going to pop some Madeira Classic 40 thread in. So I need to go there, under there, round there, making sure it's in that tensioning mechanism. And what I'm going to do, I like to wind my bobbins. I always like to put them through the hole like that, hold on to the thread, and then if I just push that over, hold the thread like that, and what will happen is that snaps and you get this really nice neat bobbin. It means you can sew right to the end. I'll only need a little bit, so that's plenty, but nice and smooth. So I'm going to thread the machine now, so it still needs to go under there, and you just come down round there. Oh, sorry, one thing I should have done first is make sure the needle's in the highest position. Oops, what am I doing? Pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. So we go under there, down here, up here, and then this is slightly different. So it's the same as my 590, but if you've got an older Bernina, you'll notice there is a bit of a difference here, and you just need to make sure that you go backwards and then forwards and it clicks into place. So that's something that I personally have had to get used to on my 590, so it's fine for me, but just to let you be aware. And so same threading like that, and then bring the needle threader down, firm push, that swings round, place in between the little sort of fork at the end, and as you let go of your left hand you let go of your right hand and you've got it threaded. And then I just do that and pull that backwards, so that's all good. Nice clear table, that just slides off, and I'm going to pop that in there. So this is the bobbin case, and you need to just press that side there to release it. Oops, there we go. Now again, I'm used to this bobbin case now, but if you've got an older style bobbin case you just have to remember that it's a bit different. Again, you can only put the bobbin in one way and it's silver side in, so the thread is actually pointing to the left and that is the correct way. On the old Bernina bobbin cases we would put it in that way round. So there we go, it's just a little bit of difference, that's all, and you just pop it through there, pull it round, and then it's underneath there, firm pull, and it just goes in there. And then when you pop it in here, don't do what I did the first time when I had my 590. I press that and it kind of releases it, so you have to pop it in and then push it with this side. Slots in nice and easily. Little cutter, and there we go. So I'm going to put the table back on and see what happens when I free machine embroider. Oops. So we're on straight stitch. So I know that because that's selected. If I wanted zigzag, it would be that one. So again, because I'm doing free machine embroidery, it doesn't matter what my stitch length is because I'm determining my stitch length by how fast I move my hoop and how fast I go with my foot. So I'm going to pop some calico in a hoop it's a good idea if you're using a single layer of fabric to pop it in a hoop, and then you've got this nice tight canvas. So placing the inner hoop over the outer hoop, pulling my calico up at right angles so that my inner hoop doesn't flip out. Tighten it up a bit, and we're ready to go. Okay, now I do always like to bring my bobbin thread up before I start, and the one thing that I've had to get used to on this machine is that you have to lower the presser foot before you can pop your needle in. So needle in, needle up, and that brings up your bobbin thread. You can then pop your needle back in the fabric. My presser foot is already down, so I'm ready to go. So let's have a look. See what it's like. So I'm going to set off. Oh, listen to that, lovely and smooth. Now, that's sewing rather lovely. And even when I'm going around in circles, it's not whipping up the bobbin thread too much. I mean, you can see a few stitches. Now, I personally quite like that. But if you wanted to make sure that you couldn't see that, you could alter the tension. It's sewing rather beautifully though, look at that. So what else can we do? Oh, it's lovely, look at that. So smooth. Now the other lovely thing about this is it's got a thread cutter. So if you want to go elsewhere in your hoop, just press the thread cutter, cuts it top and bottom, off you go to wherever you want to be. Oops, let me just cut that end off. Pop your needle back in. And in theory, I should be able to just start again. Let's see if that goes. Look at that. Oh, that's going to save so much time. If you're doing lots of sewing in a hoop, or if you're doing lots of raw edge applique, you can get doing it quite quickly. Listen, that's beautiful. Go around again. So smooth. So that's the straight stitch. Let's see what we're like on a zigzag. I'm just going to do a leaf. I'm going to set it to zigzag, so that's number 2. And I'm going to alter the width of the zigzag. So let's have a look. I want it, what am I doing? Going down? Yeah, I want it narrower. So let's have, oops, quite a narrow one. And we'll do a stem. I'm just going to follow my line, and because I'm moving my hoop nice and slowly, that's why I'm getting that nice satin stitch. Oh, so that's rather lovely. So I'm just going to cut it and come back down here, back to the leaf, pop my needle in. I'm going to go a bit wider actually, let's go a bit wider. And see, now I'm on a wider stitch, and I can just move it side to side in a sort of haphazard way, and that gives us a bit of texture, fills in the leaf a bit. And then I could just do a bit of, so I know it's on zigzag, but I'm sort of doing it deliberately like that, just to give it a bit of texture. It's great fun. And then of course, like all artists, you can always write your name. So let's go back to straight stitch and needle back in and Look at that. Bit of fun. So there's my first go on the Bernina 475. I think you'll agree that's rather lovely. I know this machine does lots of things, but I'm just concentrating on the machine embroidery. So if you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, you'll obviously catch up with all other videos that we do, especially on this new machine. And yeah, tell us what you think. I think it's rather lovely.